Well, you guys will have to excuse me. I'm at the airport. I'm going on my 27th journey for the year 2022. And I just wanted to explain because it's going to be a long haul flight, so I might as well do this video now. The Nigerian Naira, you know, it's had a really tough year. It began the year in the parallel market. It was just beneath 500 naira to a dollar. I think it was about 475 to a dollar. And as I speak to you right now, today is Thursday, October 27, 2022. It's about 760 naira to a dollar. So it's really gone up a lot. It's shed about 35% of its value. And a lot of people, they're asking themselves questions like, why has it happened? And I think it was 2 weeks ago, Bank of America gave an advisory, and in the advisory they said the Naira was going to collapse further. And here's the thing, Bank of America is the biggest bank in America, and their advisories are usually correct. But I don't think this time around their advisory is going to come to pass, because if you look at the reasons why the Naira was collapsing, a lot of people, they tend to look at things teleologically, and then rather than they look at it scientifically to find out what the causes are. So in life, things, they have a cause and an effect. The major reason for the collapse of the Naira this year is because of two things really. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, it's a union of all lecturers and teachers in Nigerian universities. They went on strike this year, 2022. They went on strike, so they've been on strike for most of the year. Now, what happened is, you see, if you look at the figures for visas, student visas that are given out, let's take the United Kingdom. Last year, the 2020-2021 season, the United Kingdom gave out less than 9,000 student visas. They gave out about 9,000 student visas actually. And this year, they've given out about 65,000, just a bit over 65,000, almost 65,000 student visas. So you can see that because of the ASU strike and universities have been closed down, a lot of parents have taken the option to send their children to England. Now, traditionally, Nigerians like to send their children to England, but sometimes they could go to America. So if you have 66,000 going to England, so you could probably have something like maybe 30,000 or thereabouts going to America. And then, you got other nations, Cyprus, China, other nations. So, I mean, we could see like anywhere from about 100,000 students leaving Nigeria and going abroad. But we know for a fact that 66,000 UK student visas were issued this year as against 9,000 last year. So you can imagine the capital flight, because parents have to pay school fees, they've got to pay board, they've got to pay feeding, they've got to have health expenses and all of that. So if you're looking at maybe about £50,000 for each of those 66,000 students, you're talking about maybe £2.5 billion. 2.5 billion pounds, and that's money that's left Nigeria going to the United Kingdom. So obviously that's going to have a great negative downward effect on the Naira. So thankfully, the government and the Academic Staff Union of the Nigerian Universities, ASU, have come to some kind of would I say rapprochement. There was a court case, we wish it didn't have to get to that, but there was a court case. But they've got into a rapprochement. They've gone back to school now, and then the academic calendar is going back on steam. So we should expect to see a steady drop. Not in fact, no. A steady drop is not the word. We're going to see a drastic drop in the number of Nigerians that are seeking for student visas and going abroad. And because of that, it's going to have a positive effect on the Naira. The other thing that we're seeing is the amount of Nigerians that are going to India and England, mostly India, but some also to England and then the United States for health tourism. So, there's very little you could do about that. Doctors were on strike, but it was a short strike, but they're back on. There are a number of private hospitals that have come on stream this year. So, in that case, we will see a steady, not a drastic, a steady drop. But the drastic drop that we'll see in students living in Nigeria going abroad is going to have a positive effect on the Naira. Now, the Bank of America advisory was given before ASU called off their strike, so I can understand that they took that into effect. But now ASU has called off their strike. I see the Naira stabilizing. I see it stabilizing. I see it getting to maybe about 800 and then gradually coming back down to about 750 next year, even with the election. So this is just my analysis of the event. Anyway, so I'm at the airport. I'll soon be boarding my flight, and this is when I'm the Apostle of Prosperity. If you have questions arising from what you've just watched here, put them in the comment section like you always do, and I'll try my best to respond to each and every comment. But you got to remember, I don't have a WhatsApp forum, a Gmail email address, or a Telegram channel, and I'll never approach you with a phone number to contact me in the comment section. Those guys are they're scammers and spammers. They're going to dupe you. I never ask for money from anybody, and I don't invest for you. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.
But Reno travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno is